Well, hello, and welcome back to Doomed. Not-so-solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game with a focus on roleplay, storytelling, and today, one's morning coffee, or whatever you're drinking this morning. Daisy and Joe are back across troubled waters. And of course, if Daisy and Joe are back, that means I am also joined today by the Crosshare.
Hi.
Hello, hi.
Wow. Yes, I believe that the key term here is coffee.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Everyone is just waking up.
Well, you know what they say, the best part of waking up is Sorry.
Well, that should be clipped, I believe. I can't quote that, so...
I really wish I knew part of that chant or spell or whatever it is. Summoning ritual. Excuse me.
Cthulhu Fatang. Something.
The one. Hello to Zen and hello to Lo and to anyone else who is lurking and or anybody else who is going to be coming in a little later. I think we're in a place where we're about to dive right in. This is part 2. Oh, and weirdness has been summoned. Perfect. I knew it. I knew there was someone lurking there. Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. As I was saying, I am joined today by Coffee and the Crosshair.
Hi to weirdness and hello.
Glug, 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 glug. We are back. This is part 2 of scenario 5 of Cyclopean Foundations Across Dreadful Waters. Daisy and Joe have essentially uncovered the conspiracy. There are high-ranking members of the Freemasons who are part of a... Oh, TT! TT resubscribed or subscribed. Thank you very much, TT. Wonderful to have you with us. Welcome to Doomed. I am indeed, as you can see or hear, joined by the Crosshair.
Hi. Also, I just read TT's post on your channel in Discord about let us see the cards. That's your thing, like you can out and show the cards more.
Yes, of course.
About the seeing our deck lists, we could start posting our decks on the Discord.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. TT, those are thank you Crosshair. I can see that you wrote adding to list. I think those are great ideas. I try to alt over art or cards whenever I can, but I do forget often, so it's a good reminder. Deck lists, I don't think there's like an extension or anything, but I think posting them's not a bad idea. Crosshair, you and I will, I think, chat maybe about what the best way to do that is. There it is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zen. Mucho apreciando. I love it.
But yeah, they should be rather easy to just copy paste like the deck list and stuff. But it would have to be, maybe we could use, well, we'll talk about it, but use the pins because we update our decks.
Exactly, and
like
then the most recent ones will always be pinned, which seems legit. Yeah, I like that. No, good. I think that's a great idea, and the wheels are spinning a little bit, but I'm gonna put the wheels to good work as best I can this morning, because...
Glad that's the mornings.
Well, as best we can. Because Daisy and Joe are currently globe-trotting. It's very exciting. They're on their way to Singapore, which is near where the lost continent of Relia is purported to be, I guess. These Freemasons are leading up a conspiracy to raise the continent of Relia from the deep, which will reinvigorate or reawaken Cthulhu, one of the elder gods. Which is, I think pretty sweet, but also probably not so good for, humanity in the world. So they're off to try to stop it. They decided to take the most populous route. They know there's at least one trained assassin on their tail. So they figured the more people around them, the better. The less likely they are to get into too much trouble. They left from the United States and went through Gibraltar, where they solved the Gibraltar problem, which was a crashed tanker blocking the harbor. They used some old mines to clear it out, which is pretty cool, I think. And now they have moved on to Port Said, which is in Egypt. I had to remind myself where we were. I believe the plan is to take the Suez Canal and then around sort of the Indian subcontinent and on. Port Said in Cairo, the story so far here is that the Harmer Master will not reopen the canal for any reason. But he's clearly under some sort of influence. Maybe mobsters, maybe blackmail. Someone is trying to keep him from opening the port, or the canal. So Daisy and Joe have to try to figure that out. The objective, as it stands right now, at the end of the round, if you have solved the Port Said problem, we may choose to advance. We have to be at Harborside to do so. Now, we don't know what that means yet, because we just arrived. And stepping off the boat, we're immediately confronted by a whole bunch of... I'm not going to say garbage, but I am going to say enemies. I'll take a look at Joe first really quickly. Joe has been shadowed by this spook, this spy who followed them from Gibraltar, who's now attempting to take him down. He's also been attacked by one of these deep ones, these creatures who have followed him all the way from Arkham. And his unsolved case is back, ready to take over precious mental space. But he's got dogs and tools and knives, and he's ready to do what he needs to do. Okay, I talked a lot in a row there. Crosshair, where is Daisy at, more or less?
Daisy is at the boat as well, or the dock, apparently. The same harbor site that's been following us all game.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, it doesn't have the mention of Boston or stuff like that.
Oh.
It's a more generic one.
It's just... okay, yes, because I agree with you, Crosshair. I thought it was Harborside, Massachusetts or whatever, but it's just... Harborside. You're just at a harbor. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
But cool. Daisy doesn't have dogs or knives or stuff. She has books.
Lots of books.
And a compass and some acid. This one does.
Acid, which is good times.
The Necronomicon is out, which needs to be dealt with. And we know that I have the quantum paradox in my hand, which needs to be dealt with. And then there's not on my trail. So after I move, an enemy moves to me, and out of murky darkness, deep ones attack me.
Right. Now, those are only, I guess, concerns if enemies are unengaged or if you enter a location with deep ones. So the hope is... maybe I'll handle the people with me, and you also have a fixer, I noticed as well. Some
yes.
Big beefy dudes come to, he knows he can rough up Daisy a bit more easily than Joe, maybe. Or so he thinks.
Possibly. Did I throw my power word away?
I don't remember. Yeah, you could search your discard pile, I guess. Because you haven't shuffled your deck yet. There's one.
There's one. I don't think there's...
Yeah, that is correct, TT. Oh, and of course, TT, yes, I should have been alting over these beautiful enemies. Ooh. It's a nice mix of, fish monsters and just normal dudes who want to rough you up.
Oh, I guess I threw power word when I played Glimpse the Unthinkable.
Okay.
Quite possibly.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, we have a lot of people to deal with, and then a lot of trouble to deal with.
Mm-hmm. I'm feeling pretty confident in my ability to deal with the two enemies that I have and my unsolved case. That's probably all Joe is going to be able to do, but that's the plan.
Yeah, I think Daisy can handle this. Maybe, possibly.
In that case, did you want to start just so that I can jump in if necessary, or not?
I guess the best way would be to either evade it or straight up throw acid and kill it.
Yeah, 3 health. Yeah, why not?
It's a good enough use for it, so
I think so.
HSE is the good old fixer lurking by and approaching her, so decides to throw some acid his way.
Classic. Acid!
So it's a 3 fight. I start with 6. So do I have a fight icone?
Do I? That I want to commit? No.
Let's throw. I've got a plan into it, so it's 4 up.
Okay.
I think we need to be 4 up. 3 up, actually.
There is a -4, but there are mostly 3s and better.
Nah, I'll keep the card.
Okay.
Let's go 3 up.
Hup.
This has failed before, so
Well,
it'll fail again.
That's life for you. Or or
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh well. To those wondering why I'm not happy about the Elder Sign, it's because the Necronomicon changes every Elder Sign into a Tentacles.
Yeah, that is correct. Hello indeed, Graspy Loot. We are up early to solve the Port Said problem, and if you don't know what I mean, you'll find out soon. Welcome to Doomed. I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Hi.
The most disappointing Elder Sign.
Just failing here. Well, I'll just use the other. Might as well. Evading would be 2 on 2, so that's not great either. So let's use it if you got it. I can't get rid of my strange solution. That's the issue. I'd like to shovel it back, but
Yeah, you're right. I was thinking about that too. Yeah, I think there are cards that let you sort of like discard things from play, but there's few and far between. And you're right, it's slotless, so you can't play over it in any way.
Yeah, let's just try it again.
Can't just produce more acidic ichor, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, that's nice.
Okay.
That's at least 3. So the first battle misses, but the second battle of acid makes the fixer possibly run away in pain and jump into the canal.
Yeah, exactly. He's just rushing away, trying to get it off his skin. Ugh.
He'll be back.
No doubt.
I'll use my free tome action to use the Scroll of Prophecies. To draw 3 cards and discard a card. Hey.
Okay. So it was, and so shall it ever be. I can't read, apparently.
Excellent. Yeah.
Hello, reading aloud. Welcome to Doomed. I stopped, I listened, and then I hammer timed. Welcome to Doomed. I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Hi.
It's a pretty fistful you've got there.
Yeah. Well, 12 is too much.
I know one way to get rid of a bunch of those.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Give them to me!
I'm gonna play Quantum Paradox.
As you do.
But I don't think I can deny existence the cost of that.
Ooh. No, you can't. That's a really good point, because it's a cost and not an effect. That's true.
Yeah.
There was sorry, I'll let you discard your cards as you go, but there was some, when the card was first announced, there were some people who were getting pretty deep into it and thinking that the card itself was a bit of a paradox, because does playing it actually change the game state, Or like, you know what I mean? Like it was this strange it was this strange sensation of I can't quite remember the argument now because it clearly does change the state of the game to play it, but it was this strange people thought the card was also a paradox, which I thought was funny.
I'm actually gonna throw curiosity away as well. Shame, but have to get rid of that.
Gotta get rid of something, right?
And that's me.
Okay. Well, Daisy's no longer in a position where she's threatened, at least, right? Which is good.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's the dream, weirdness and reading. The dream is to hold all 50 whatever cards in one's hand and then somehow play them all in one go. That's the dream.
It's possible maybe a couple of scenarios from now, but
I will first. So Joe is here at the harbor side as well. He's going to seeing a couple of different enemies coming at him at the same. Sorry, you defeated an enemy, or an enemy was defeated at my location. So I will take some evidence on my dissection tools. Joe is, of course, making sure that he's keeping samples of all of these enemies, just to see if there's anything scientifically strange about them. So my first action is going to be to try to deal with this spook, this spy who's been pursuing them from Gibraltar. It should be a relatively easy affair. He's got a knife. He's going to knife him in the gut, out somewhere, maybe in an alleyway in Port Said. I have 4 combat, 6 with the knife, 7 with the vicious blow. The spook has +1 fight, so he has 4 fight. 7 to 4. Tablet, which I believe is -2. Success. 2 damage. The blade lands, makes contact, slides easily between the man's ribs, and he collapses behind a rubbish heap somewhere in Egypt. My second action, perhaps a little weirdly, I am going to play Unsolved Case. Second action. Oh, sorry, I get another evidence on my dissection tools. Unsolved Case says, place one of your clues on the location with the highest shroud, remove it from the game. It costs 2 instead of 4 because it's being played from my hunch deck. I am allowed to play it with no clues. We have looked this up before. It simply requires 2 resources. I do have to take an attack of opportunity, 1 damage and 1 horror. I'll put the horror on me, but I'll put the damage on the guard dog, which puts the damage back on the Deep One Raider.
I see what you're cooking.
Now the real question is, yeah, I wanted to. Well, I can still try to get him in the enemy phase. I think that'll make sense.
Yeah, I was thinking that you could just hit it with the knife.
Yeah, and then maybe get that free attack in the enemy phase, hopefully. Let's try it. Let's see. So last action I'll stab, 7 to 4. This is the Deep One Raider, so this fish creature kind of emerges from the ocean where the fixer had dived in. Joe, seeing it, starts to shiver in fear, but he's got something for this, at least. 7 to 4. Okay. So 2nd damage. And that is my turn, which takes us to the enemy phase. Joe is about to be attacked. The survival knife allows me to, before resolving that attack, exhaust the survival knife to fight. I get +2 combat and deal +1 damage. So, so 7 to 4 once more before taking this attack. I think this is the creature is sort of much stronger. Its scales provide a sort of natural armor. But let's see if Joe can land the killing blow. Okay, but it happens at least. The creature doesn't quite howl or scream, but does kind of gurgle as it makes its way, dives back, or falls back into the ocean. Joe's pretty sure that he hasn't seen the last of it either. There it is. Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. All right, not a bad round, all things considered. I'm sorry about your acid, but not too bad.
It's meant to be used.
Exactly. And it takes us to upkeep, where we draw cards, gain resources, do what we need to do. This is probably the first time in the whole campaign I've actually had a few cards in my hand, because normally I have to get rid of all of them. Yes, Murlocs. That's the one. Can't wait to see what this Port Said problem is and how Joe and Daisy can actually manage to deal with it. That's the hope, anyway.
Paper sketches go away.
Bye-bye. Can't always sketch the place, right?
She had some sketches already.
Yeah, exactly, which she can refer to. Cthulhu's reach lengthens and widens across the entire globe as we go to 2 out of 7 doom. We draw our encounter card, still here at Harborside, but finally the city of Port Said is spread before us. I'm going to draw my encounter card, which is a hidden card. Comes face down. So I'll bring it to hand, and I will reveal it to people who are watching. Ooh.
Don't tell me. And Daisy. Well, there's driving rain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, I know all about that one.
Move or investigate must pay 1.
Yeah, just for this round, but it's something anyway. That's unfortunate. And then it doesn't say that it's a cost or anything, so if you have no resources, it doesn't do anything to you. So at least there's that, I guess.
Yeah, and I kind of wasn't planning on moving.
Oh, okay.
Kind of.
All right, well, that brings us back around to the investigation phase. I will reveal the top card of my hunch deck. Logical reasoning. I need a clue for it to work, unfortunately, so I don't have any of those. So I might just let it go. We'll see.
You kind of need healing.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I could go first and help with
sure.
that. Kind of changes my plan, but maybe not.
Yeah, I don't like, I mean, it wouldn't be bad, but I've still got, at least I've got a doggo, so it's not the worst.
I'm just checking, do I have any more resources in my deck?
Good question.
I do.
Hooray!
I do.
Oh.
Yeah, there should be another one. So yeah, Daisy's gonna take her other bag for the other solution.
Delicious.
This one shouldn't be acid as she hands over some to...
Shouldn't be acid, probably.
Yeah. So, you too.
Thank you very much. Very kind.
Oh yeah, that was second action. I still have hand slots. Yes, no, yes, no.
You have one extra because of the compass, I believe. So you have 2 hands full. The tote bag gives you 2 more. So so 4 hands full, and then the compass gives you 1 more. So you have 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and scroll prophecies is done anyway. I'm going to give us some. What are you planning to do?
I either am going to take a setup turn, or I more likely probably go and move. Like, I know it's going to suck to lose resources, but move to a location and see about getting clues or something.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like
hands everywhere. TT, hands everywhere.
Oh yeah, but encyclopedia is until end of the phase.
So until
That
the end of
won't
the
help.
investigation phase. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Well, I do have some. I'm gonna spend the free tome action to remove a horror from the Necronomicon. Just have a casual read.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as last action, let's use this.
Ooh.
The upgraded parallel fates. So Daisy reads the Necronomicon and kind of shuffles the future around a bit. Look at the top 6 cards of an investigator's deck or the encounter deck. You may either return them to the top of that deck in any order or shuffle them into that deck. If you looked at the investigator deck, that investigator may draw 1 card.
Mm-hmm.
That means I can almost check my whole deck, or I can check the encounter deck. Give us some space.
Yeah, so either of those are really good because you're right. If you order your deck such that you draw a card and its resources or the thing that you need, that would be good. But also, you're right. 3 mythos turns, knowing what's coming for each of us is also quite strong.
I think it's the better option, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, let's do it.
Is it that I look at them, or can you look at them?
They are looked at, not revealed, so it's all. I think it's
Okay.
all you. But if you'll, at least give me a hint of what's coming, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna plan this so that you will always draw the encounter deck
Wait.
first.
Oh, yes, first, yeah. I thought you meant always draw it, forever.
But hey, you take your turn. I'll try to solve this.
Okay, that sounds good. I will. I know what I need. The question is, how badly do I need it? That is a good question. I think it would be no bad thing to have these out. Joe is going to remove from... Oh, yes? Sorry.
Don't leave this place.
Okay. Don't leave this place. Good. Yes, actually, that's fine by me.
Yeah. No, those 2 go fast. Okay.
I'll also be searching my deck in the meantime as you're doing this. Joe is kind of, I think, essentially looking around like from the harbor. You can get a pretty good sense of Port Said generally, but it's a large city. How on earth are they going to figure out what the harbor master, what's been happening to him or what's wrong with him? What are we supposed to do here? There's that. That's what I wanted. And I will also take... It's the least likely thing here. I think I'll take this.
So that's gonna come.
Joe, having
That's
finally sort of defeated the enemies, having given them a bit of breathing space and seeing that Daisy is consulting once again her books and perhaps looking far off into the future, Joe is going to take out one of his steamer trunks, one of the things that he's brought with him. He didn't have all of his weapons and tools back in Kingsport, but now he can unpack and really get to it. And he withdraws from within his backpack the final piece of onyx that makes up the pendant of the queen, or this strange necklace that he doesn't know much about. So that's something that we're going to have. And then, double action, I'm going to discard closing the net. This is a treachery. I think Joe can feel that because of the spook that followed him here, because of the fixer, because of the blackmail, the agents of this cult are indeed well-funded, well-armed, and closing in around them. He's getting the feeling of when they were at James Wycliffe's place, getting shot at. But I'm going to double action, discard, closing the net.
I missed all of that, but...
Oh, no, it's fine. I played a backpack, got out my Pendant of the Queen, and then I discarded the hidden card from my hand, which took all of my actions. So that's me.
Excellent. There might be some murky darkness and poison needles in your future.
Ooh! How exciting. Murky darkness and poisoned needles.
Yeah, the next... I'm just gonna check that. Don't look, don't look.
I'm not looking.
Yeah. Okay. The next encounter cards will be basically a freebie.
Well, that'll be really nice then. Okay, so definitely, I think that's really going to set us up for a few turns to know what to expect as we venture off and try to solve this Port Said problem in the next few turns. So at least we have that, which is good.
Yeah, I hopefully counted that right, but I think I did.
Well, if I draw a card that doesn't feel like the one you meant to give me, we'll just shuffle that. We'll not shuffle them in, but we'll shuffle them around. I'm not overly concerned.
Yeah, it should be in order. Like, you first, me second.
Right. Perfect. Well, that takes us to the end, then, of the investigation phase. There's been some setup happening as they're about to venture off into the dusty streets. No enemies, so we go straight to upkeep. I'm going to discard Driving Rain. And we do the old upkeep. That's what I... Oh, actually, I don't really want that, do I? That's fine.
Forbidden Dome.
Oh, God.
Forbidden Dome must go away.
The dome! We go to the mythos phase, where we move to 3 out of 7 doom. This, I believe, changes the cultist. Yeah, the cultist tokens now round up to -2s. So, of course, my apologies for that, Crosshair. That's going to make those tokens weird for you. But it's okay.
I'm just going to
fix those up.
There we go.
Okay, 3 out of 7 doom as they stare down the various parts of Port Said, wondering where to go first.
And this might be funny.
Attach, you'd better leave, to the revealed location with the most clues. Okay, so, alright, I'm going to attach to Harborside. After an investigator discovers any amount of clues from it, you must either take a damage or lose an action. If there are no clues at the attached location, discard it. Yeah, that is very funny. So, I guess Joe wanders in for a drink, and the guy goes, "Hey, you better get out of here." And he's like, "Okay." And he just goes.
And you discard the...
Yep.
You'd better leave.
Yeah, if there are no clues at the attached location, that is fabulous, Crosshair. Now that is a good use of Parallel Fates. I love it.
Well, you say that, but Daisy also would like a drink, so...
Hey! That's what I love. Okay, this is good. This is strong.
You'd better leave. Okay.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Bye. Nice. Yes.
Next turn isn't that nice, but it's still doable.
Okay. Okay, if it's still doable, that's good. At the top of the investigation phase, I reveal a shortcut on my hunch deck. This is Joe's knowledge of the... he's been mapping the area, so to speak. So, my question to you, my friend, is where do you want to go? Because I can shortcut you there, and then you'll have more actions to do the things that you want to do, if that's your jam.
Oh, right. Well, you know me. Always left.
Always left. If you don't mind, then I have to play shortcut during my turn, so I can go first. But I'll move you there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll do that. During my turn, I will move you I move Daisy left.
Let's see. the Arab Quarter. This district houses much of the city's native population, though originally separate from the European Quarter. The recent constructions on the East Bank have helped unite the districts of Port Said into a surprisingly diverse community. That's nice.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Whoa, hello.
Oh, okay. Arab Quarter is a 3-shroud 4-clue location with parlay, test, fight or mind 3. If you succeed, place a resource token on the Arab Quarter from the token bank. If there are 2 resource tokens on Arab Quarter, remember that you interrogated local thugs. If you fail, take 1 damage. Last, if you wait for a tip, remember that you found the blackmailer's hideout.
Okay, it's a lot of things going on there.
Okay, so 2 resources into these 2 parlay actions, basically. You get that you interrogated local thugs.
Yes.
And if we have paid for a tip, we can use this to find the blackmailer's hideout.
Which, if I recall correctly, yes, the forced effect on this story card here is if you found the blackmailer's hideout, flip this card and move it to the active investigator's location.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that we need to interrogate the local thugs to pay for a tip or something.
Or something like that. Yeah, I tend to agree. Okay, I'm gonna let...
Oh.
Sorry.
No victory, no clue.
No,
needs currently.
I'm gonna let Daisy consider what she wants to do here.
Talking to some thugs.
To some thugs. I am going to, in the meantime, I'm gonna move... Would Joe go to the... Joe would probably go to the offices, I think. I'm gonna move first action to the Suez Canal Company offices. Between the native Egyptian authorities, French developers, and the control of British and former Ottoman governments, the offices of the Suez Canal Company have always been a center of great attention within the port. Obviously, if the canal is being closed to traffic by some high-ranking cult member, they're gonna be here at the Suez Canal Company offices, reasons Joe. 4 shroud, 2 clues, victory 1. Free trigger. It says, investigators at the Suez Canal Company offices spend 2 clues as a group. Remember that you found a ransom note. Okay. I mean, that seems useful, I guess. There's also an action on it. It says, if you interrogated local thugs, which is the action on the Arab Quarter. Interrogated local thugs, yeah. So if you interrogated local thugs, parlay, test intellect or agility 3. If you succeed, place a resource on the location. If there are 2, remember that you traced a criminal contact. If you fail, take a horror.
Okay.
So at
now
least...
I'm starting.
Yeah.
I think that the last 2 are then at the lighthouse of Port Said.
I think so too. Oh. There was an extra clue here for some reason. That's what's going on. It was the location was all bumpy and weird. Well, I could try to get these clues. I'm not up that far on it.
Yeah, and that means that Daisy should interrogate the local thugs, so...
Yeah, or Joe should come back and try, I guess. That's the other possibility.
No, I think I should clear it. Should be able to clear it because it's only a 3 mind test.
Okay. Well, then in that case, maybe I will stay here and see... What the heck? Oh, it's weird. There's, when I alt over this card, it's like... Oh, there we go. No, it's location... It's, blown up version was very small for some reason. That's very odd.
Yeah, it's... The thing is that the zoom affects every card.
Yes. Very true. Okay, so I moved. I have 2 actions left. I guess I could try.
Yeah, get
I could
2
even
clues and
use
win.
Pendant of the Queen to get a clue for free. which...
Yeah, but that's also fast, so you don't need to do it now.
You're right. I may as well just try investigating at 5 to 4. I mean, I don't know. It's not the worst, right? 5 to 4? It's not the best. It's not the worst. Actually, there's a lot of tokens that are... That's pretty bad, actually.
There's no... You have more than 3 player cards. You might have to discard a card.
Yeah.
That's the only really bad thing.
That's okay. I mean, I think that'll be okay. I don't really want to lose a lot of these, but I'm also... I don't know. I'll reshuffle my deck. I think that I have options. So let's do it. Let's just try it. I think that'll be fine. 5 to 4. I'm going to just... Joe's basically interrogating. He's basically going room to room, asking people about the harbor master and trying to get a sense of his personality. 5 to 4. No. Okay, that's a no. I'll try again. 5 to 4. That's a yes. Okay.
1.
It is 1, and there's a potential for a fast clue if we feel like we need it. So that's good.
Yeah, but I might get the other clue we need.
Yes, true. Very true. So I think I'm good then. That's me. That's Joe. He's at the offices trying his best to get a sense of the harbor master. And I'll pass the turn to Daisy.
Oh, before Daisy goes parlaying with these local thugs,
which she's very well suited for, I'm sure.
she's gonna take a moment to talk with the lab assistant and check out the encyclopedia. Like, okay, how do you speak the local languages? And just gonna pump that to 5.
Hell yeah.
The thing is, I want to play something, but that means I won't get a clue this turn. But that's fine.
I think that's fine, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Now what would your dear mum think, eh? What? She sounds like she's from Essex. But like in Arabic, you know?
So while figuring out the Arabics, she also takes out her ancient stone, which needs to replace the scroll of prophecies, right?
I don't think it has to because you have 5 hands, but I will... 5 hands. I will just quickly check slots, though, because I can't remember if you're allowed to or not. If that makes sense. Just trying to remember if it's like a... Is that a slot limit? Each investor...
Well, it doesn't really matter because the compass triggers either way.
Yes. Oh, yeah, for sure. So I think I feel like you're allowed to bump it if you want to.
Yeah. So basic hand slots, Necronomicon, Seleno. No, Daisy's tote bag handles Encyclopedia and Seleno fragments. Then Necronomicon and Scroll of Prophecies are the 2 hand slots, and the Compass of the Grand Lodge gives me another hand slot for the Ancient Stone.
Perfect.
And because I played 1, I get +1 to everything.
Until the end of the round.
Until the end of the round.
Even better.
And lest we forget, the Ancient Stone has 7 charges on it.
Minds in harmony. Lovely.
Okay then.
Okay.
That's 7 on 3 on the 6 on 3 on the parlay. So let's just 6 on 3 parlay.
Yeah. The encyclopedia plus these minds in harmony. Maybe Daisy's able to harmoniously converse with some people. Or less so, maybe.
That's 1.
Okay.
And let's just do the other one as well. That's 2.
Okay. I'll go ahead and put 2 resources here.
If you succeed, if there are 2 resource tokens on Arab Quarter, remember that you interrogated local thugs. And the local thugs, well, it wasn't such an interrogation, more like an afternoon tea.
Oh, lovely. Oh, well, interrogation doesn't have to be violent, right? It could be, maybe it does, but in Daisy's mind, it doesn't have to.
Yeah, and they point her towards the Suez Canal Company offices, that they would know more about these things than street urchins.
Street urchins! Very good.
Maybe the local thugs are like these 10 to 13-year-old kids.
The local thugs. Okay, they're a bunch of like, yeah. They're like Oliver and Company.
Yeah.
I love it. Now that's an effective turn. Well done, Daisy.
Yeah, that worked out.
I'd say so. We go to, I think that's it for both of us. And again, no ready enemies, so we can go straight to upkeep, where we draw cards, gain resources, put things back.
Come on. Asshole.
Damn.
Take you thing and ass. Yeah, that'll power away. But I'll spend 2 from the stone because I drew 2. And heal myself or get rid of I'll get rid of the Necronomicon.
Heal that much horror. Can you heal horror from... It has 3 horror on it. It's a good question, actually. I don't know if you can heal horror from a book. Actually, I literally don't know.
Heal that much horror from a card at your location.
Yeah. Just because I'm thinking, like, heal kind of implies that it's from a health or sanity track, and it doesn't have... I don't know. Oh, man. It's weird.
Oh, yeah, it's not remove horror.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just heal myself. It's fine.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can now. And then this way, Daisy gets to read the book. Which she loves.
Yeah,
I know she loves to do that, so...
Yeah, she likes to read the Necronomicon now and then.
Okay, that is us, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We go to 4 out of 7 Doom. Yikes, already on our agenda, and we draw the encounter cards that perhaps Daisy has already seen coming. Maybe, probably. Let's find out.
Yeah.
That librarian. She told me there were needles in my future. Joe, stepping around a corner, feels the whiz of air before he sees it, and hopefully manages to get out of the way. This is Test Agility 3. If you fail, take a damage. If you fail by 2 or more, lose an action. Joe's a guy with some initiative, I think. I'm gonna take the initiative here, to bump myself up to 6. 6 to 3. Feel like I don't want to take a damage and I don't want to lose an action. Definitely. Okay. Tablet is -2. So the needle whizzes by, and Joe thanks his lucky stars that he listened to Daisy.
Wonder if I organized them correctly. I'll retcon if I didn't, but...
Yeah.
That's not meant to be the one.
Okay.
Sorry.
No,
more retcon.
There were just those 2 left, right?
Yeah. So that I'll draw next time, and you'll still draw that.
But you meant to take that one. Okay. Yeah, this is fine for me because it's
what
you meant to do. Oh no! Oh god.
That's the current agenda. First, at the end of the round, the investigators must decide, add 1 doom, or each investigator discards the top 3 cards, and tests Brainy Brain 5. This test gets -1 difficulty for every 5 cards in your discard pile.
Oh yeah. Oh, woo! Now that's a number I like to see. All right. Delicious.
That's the plan.
Well, hell. Joining the caravan. Okay.
So, if you don't mind,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to test out this or figure out with the local thugs what the whole thing is about.
Yeah. What is this strange chanting cult business that we're hearing so much about?
Do I want to boost my... No, I don't think I need to.
Yeah, it's difficulty 0 test, I guess, right?
Yeah, technically -1.
Yeah, it's true. Technically.
No, I don't really want to use the encyclopedia on this. Well, it's gonna be an automated fail or a -4 that fails me, so...
Even a -4, you still round up, like, with 0 strength or 0 difficulty tests, it's, right, you can't have less than 0 at the end of
it's
everything.
0 on 3, so it's basically only the 2 ones that count, which I will draw.
Which you will draw, but only, maybe just the ones. We'll see.
Let's see.
Well, I mean, you did say it out loud. There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, is just a local myth, a legend.
Oh, okay.
That the ancient one is coming, but we don't need to think about that.
Nah, you'll be fine.
Now then. Now that I can actually reshuffle my cards. Oh, but I only have 1 resource.
Yeah, we've got about 2 turns. 2 turns? Something like that, left for the agenda as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a move on and go check the last location out. Because this has no victory either, so... Let's hop on over to the lighthouse of Port Said. The lighthouse is one of the harbor's most famous landmarks, making it an easy meeting place. Famously, the tower is the first structure in the world ever built from reinforced concrete.
Nice to see famously out in the wild as well. Big fan.
So this is a 2-route, 2-clue location, fast action. If you found a ransom note and you traced a criminal contact, investigators at Lighthouse Port Said spent at least 12 resources as a crew to parlay. And remember that you paid for a tip. Investigators may spend clues during this action as if each clue were 3 resources instead.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well, that is good. That's good. Oh. Just gonna go right ahead and save.
Yeah.
Yep.
The typical halfway...
the old halfway disconnect. But it's fine. We'll welcome you back momentarily.
Yeah, shouldn't be long. I'll start working on the clues because I also have something that I want to clear clues from a location, so I'll do that next turn.
Yeah.
You know what it is. You have one of those.
I know something about it, maybe. I think in that case then, I'm looking at, Joe. I have a sense of what Joe might try to do, and I'm gonna hope that it'll be okay. Ay-yoy. It's not easy, that's for sure.
At least I think that's what I'm gonna do, but that's plan 6 on 2, investigate the lighthouse.
Okay, which,
I just
no
have to check my millions of cards.
See if there's anything else in there that might be useful.
No. 602.
All right.
Yep.
Great.
That's one.
Great.
I guess these people have magical stones for communicating all this info back and forth, or the research lab assistant is running all overside.
That would make sense, delivering messages to the dog, who's then returning it to Joe.
Also, I'm gonna use the free action to read the Necronomicon as I do.
It'll be so good if you can get that discarded after you reshuffle, right? That's going to be just delicious, if possible.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. That's. I wanted to do that with the quantum paradox, but I didn't draw my stone. So.
Of course. Oh, of course. I see. Yeah. Oh, darn. Oh well. Okay. Meanwhile, we're back here with Joe. I think, just in the sense of, I'm gonna exhaust Pendant of the Queen and spend a charge. So he's interrogating or speaking to people at the offices. The local thugs, the urchins, have indeed told told Daisy to tell the lab assistant to tell Joe that this is the right place. I'm gonna see here. Yeah, I'm gonna free trigger exhaust Pendant of the Queen to choose my location and discover a clue there. Whoop. I'll do that.
Yoink.
Because now I can spend 2 clues to remember that I found a ransom note, which I'm going to do as well. Clues are good, but we need to do this because that's part of what we need. Yeah, it's part of what we need for the objective.
Did you also... Oh, right, you need to... You do the action there before I can fast... Then I can fast action the lighthouse.
Exactly, which will be great. Excuse me. Now, whether I can, actually trace a criminal contact is anyone's guess. But we'll see what we can do. Joe's gonna try. He's got 4 intellect, so it's a 4-3 test. The magnifying glass doesn't help with this, unfortunately. I wish I packed my fine clothes, but what are you gonna do? 4-3. I am going to commit... Oh, yeah. I want this to go. I'm going to commit my Colts, my guns, which is too bad, but that's all right. To go to... 6-3. Yeah. I mean, that happens sometimes.
It was bound to happen.
Yeah, well, it was.
We know one person who will be happy.
Yes, but I can't help but notice that our frost token friend is not here right now. Oh, I failed, so I have to take a horror. Blech. That's okay. I have an extra sanity now, and I'm sure there's some way I can get my sanity back.
There is.
Yeah, I probably end up reshuffling my deck at some point. Let's go again. I have 4 intellect. I'll commit this extra ammunition to go 5-3. Something. I really want to try to trace this criminal contact. Okay, that's -2, so that's a success, at least. 5-3. Yeah, great. So I'll put a resource here. Joe is making progress, having gotten some names off of the urchins in the Arab Quarter. He's making some progress in terms of tracing this company. Last action. You're gonna have to really pray for me here, so to speak. Crosshair, I'm going to parlay 4-3. Yep. And
it's an easy elder sign.
It's an easy elder sign. Not quite. That's okay. That's disappointing. Discard a card at random from your hand. That's fine. I need that. Uh-oh. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Uh-oh.
So that is the end of Joe's turn. The end of the phase. Okay. And that was Daisy's turn as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so too bad, so sad. I'll have to try to deal with that next time. But of course, there's no ready enemies, so we move straight again into upkeep. Daisy's got a theory about where these blackmailers might be hiding. That's going to be useful. That's going to be really useful.
Have to look at some stuff.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yep. One of the dream diaries
Bye-bye, Dream Diary.
goes into the inevitable reshuffle soon.
Yes, very much so. Ancient Stone as well, just as a reminder if you want to use it.
Yeah. Heal 2.
Yes. We love to see Daisy becoming more sane over time, rather than less. Now,
I have a feeling there's some darkness coming your way, but...
Darkness? Well, that doesn't sound good. We go to 5 out of 7 Doom as perhaps the dark clouds begin to roll in over Port Said. This moves the cultists up to -3 as well, which is rough. We're going to draw our encounter cards. Oh, darkness! You're right. Out of the murky darkness. Oh boy. This is the creatures that have been hunting Joe this whole time. This is the same card that Daisy has in her threat area. Each deep one or hybrid enemy at a location when you enter it and it make an immediate attack against you. That's okay. So it just sits here for now.
Yeah. And Daisy at the lighthouse will be dealing with some unfamiliar territory. Test mine 3. If you fail, take 1 horror. If you fail by 2 or more, also place one of your clues at your location. Arcane Enlightenment. Takes
nice.
me.
Yeah.
5 against 3.
Excuse me.
Oh, I guess I can throw Scroll of Prophecies away. So that's 6 against 3. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yep.
And a good thing, too.
Yeah.
Phew.
Prophecies were worth it then.
Very much so, I would say. This has been a good 3 rounds for Prophecies.
But now Daisy doesn't know what the future holds, so...
Would I be able to start? Because I need to try to nail this parlay so that we can trace the criminal contact.
Yeah. I do want the last clue here for reasons, but...
Yeah. Do you need to be the one to get it? Just so I don't step on your toes.
No, actually I don't. But...
Well, let's have Joe... Well, actually, you know what? We'll see what ends up happening here. I think Joe will start and once again seize the initiative of trying to create, connections and trace the contacts, everyone that they need. I'm testing intellect. I have 4 intellect, plus 3 this time is 7 to 3 with take the initiative. That's still a pass. Let's do it. Whoop, we put a second resource on the company. And, yeah, remember that you traced a criminal contact. Then I'm going to move.
Which means...
And then, which means exactly that we can free trigger do this. I think it'll be better if we have more clues to work with rather than fewer.
Yeah.
Question.
We don't have much.
Oh, here, yeah. My question for you was about to be, Crosshair. My current hunch is choose an investigator, they search the top 6 for a card, draw it, and shuffle their deck. I was about to ask, hey, does Daisy want this?
Well, draw the last card of my deck.
I mean, or I could try to get this clue, which is the other possibility. That might be faster, but...
That means...
Excuse me.
If I draw, I can heal a horror from you as a trade-off. Yeah.
That'd be
because
better.
then I can rotate my deck on my turn.
Even better. Yeah. So I will do that. Then last action, I will for free, but as an action, I'll play No Stone Unturned. You can search the top 6 cards of your deck and draw one.
And I'll just draw
Ta-da!
this one.
Oh,
That's a good choice. Good
surprise.
choice. And I'll use the Ancient Stone to heal one of your horrors.
Excellent. Well, that I appreciate as well.
Right. Now then,
All right, Daisy.
we need a lot of clues, but I don't need to be here.
The spending of the clues does need to be done at Port Said for the parlay action.
At the lighthouse, yeah.
Well, the
Then we
people
need
here
a
have
lot-
to spend 12 resources or clues or some combination thereof.
Yeah, we'll have 2 clues. So we need 6 resources.
Which we have. It's not great. I'll give you that. It's not ideal.
But I do need to draw 1 card first.
Okay.
Just thinking, should I do just the draw action or... Well, I don't have to draw, but I would rather use my free tome action.
On the Necronomicon, you know.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, I need 1 action for the... Well, I should first try to get the clue.
Okay. Yeah. That seems like a good idea.
Yeah. Well, it's a simple 6-on-2, so...
Just a nice simple 6-on-2.
Here's hoping. Nope.
Arkham. What you gotta... It's all the, like, easy tests. Like, what are you guys doing over there?
Let's see about that clue again.
That one's better.
Okay.
That one's better.
Cool. So, Daisy takes the last clue. And with that, let's... While this is a bit of a waste, but let's crack the case.
Hey! Well, no, I mean, we need resources, so it's not... I see what you mean, but...
2 resources.
Yeah, great. Hey, we'll take it.
And... Since I can't do anything else but 1 action, I think I'll just draw.
Great.
Because then I won't waste my tome action.
I think that's a good idea. That seems good. You've rotated your deck, which means that the Necronomicon will be safely relegated to the dustbin of history, as I like to say.
Or should we advance first?
I
Right,
don't think we
but
can. Yeah.
this just means wait for the tip. Then we have to go still to Arab Carter to find the Black Mirror Saddle.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just going to... I can't draw. How does...
Oh yeah, right. If you hit upkeep, it will do it automatically for you. But I realize that will draw 2 and discard 1, and so instead you could manually reshuffle your deck and then draw that way, I guess.
Oh yeah, I'll just... I don't know, let's take all of them. Keep it. Add a horror, and... There we go. Then, as a free action, Necronomicon. Give it to
Goodbye.
myself.
Excellent.
Right.
I mean,
That's that.
delicious, I'd say. They have everything they need. to find the criminal contact. But first, of course, we have to upkeep. We have to pray that that Daisy doesn't have any, like, that her augury of the future didn't kind of crap out just in the worst time.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the last of the incense stone to heal 2 horror from myself.
Perfect.
The stone stays there.
I've upkept as well. So
and of course I throw Arcane Enlightenment away from the one side too.
Well, you've committed it to tests before at least, so there's that. It's not a bad thing. Mythos phase takes us to... Here's where it gets scary. Actually, I'm really not sure, but we'll have to see how it goes. 6 out of 7 Doom. Yikes. Okay, well, let's see. And we draw our encounter cards. Aha, a spook. The spook spawns at the location with the most clues, without another spook, which I think is just the Arab Quarter, so someone's watching them. Clues cannot be discovered from it. If there are no clues there, it loses aloof, but that's fine. So, there's a spook who is aloof and just chilling in the Arab Quarter, for now.
Please, Arkham. One time. Hot on your train, okay.
Ooh. Yeah.
After you move, unengaged enemies move 1 location towards you. You lose 1 resource if they come. So, but I have 2 of those, so I lose 2 resources.
No, that's, and then that's if they enter your location through that effect.
Yeah.
Right. It's just I guess that's important. And I'm going to reveal Breach the Door, which I don't think we need. It reduces Shroud. I don't think we really need that yet. Okay. We know what we have to do. We're not sure what's going to happen when we discover the blackmailer's hideout, but let's do this all to... Oh, actually, I guess we should decide who is going to be the one to parlay, move, find the blackmailer's hideout.
Yeah, it doesn't take an action, so it's just a move.
Just the move,
basically.
Exactly. My concern, of course, is that, we have to deal with whatever the thing is and then make it back to Harborside, which is...
Yeah, one of us has to go first to Arab Quarter, and then we see what has to happen, and then we both have to go back to Harborside, I think. But there's gonna be a thing at Harborside that needs solving, so...
I think so too.
I need 1 action to play a hand asset so I get +1 into everything.
Would you like me to start then just to see what the thing is?
Yeah.
It's gonna come up? Okay.
I think Daisy is more equipped currently to handle a variety of things.
That is true. So at least we'll see what it is, and then maybe we can figure out how it's going to work. But let's do it. Let's free trigger, parlay. We can spend clues as if they were 3 resources each, but we need to spend 12.
I'll spend 2 clues.
Okay.
So that's 6 resources.
Yeah, and then I can spend what? Well, I could spend all 6, but I could do 4 or 5.
I need 3, I think. Maybe.
Okay.
Like... Oh, it's when you're... I won't be able to use that or that. Maybe that, but...
I'll maybe just go ahead and spend all 6 then, right? Because that'll...
If you don't need them, because actually I'll spend 2.
Okay.
Because we still have 1 thing to do.
Yeah, well that's it, right? We'll have to see what happens next here. So we paid for a tip, which means Joe Diamond can move to the Arab Quarter and find the blackmailer's hideout. This is, of course, the thing that is going to, be. They've uncovered the secret of the Port Said blockage. Let's have a look. Oops, sorry. What does it say? If you found the blackmailer's hideout, flip this card, move it to the active investigator's location. Cult blackmailers. 3 combat, 4 health, 3 evade. Elite, victory 1. Forced. When they would take any amount of damage, if they are ready, reduce that amount by 1 to a minimum of 1. Okay. After you defeat cult blackmailers, remember that you have solved the Port Said problem. Okay, so they engage me. This is... Joe has found the hideout, and all of a sudden there's men in suits, fedoras, guns pointing at him. And he takes a look down at the blade on his side and just goes, God fucking damn it. All right, I have a plan, Crosshair. I mean, it's not a good plan.
What did it say? Any amount of damage if cult blackmailers are ready. Right, okay. I can assist after.
Okay. Because we have to be at Harborside to get out of here, my plan is to go there.
Do we need to be... Oh, right. Investigators at Harborside. Yeah.
But that's...
You do need to move there.
Yeah, and that's okay. It's fine, because I think Joe is essentially going to, by firing off a couple of wild shots and kind of pulling a Han Solo from Star Wars, running down the hall screaming, he's going to make it seem like their hideout is under attack and bring them back to the waterfront. So second action, I'm going to move back to Harborside. I take an attack of opportunity. 1 damage goes on me, 1 goes on the dog, which puts 1 back on the blackmailers.
Oh, and you have a survival knife.
I do have it, exactly. So I'm kind of hoping that that's the...
Ooh, that's gonna be tight if it goes to that.
If it exactly, then it's gonna be really tight. Good evening to you, Cthulhu, or whatever time of day it is. Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. I am joined today by the Crosshair.
Hi.
Okay.
Hour and a half for 1 act.
We are going to next. Am I going to use a charge of Pendant of the Queen to evade the blackmailers? Do I care?
If you evade them, we can do more than 1 damage to them.
That is true. So that makes sense to me. The pendant glows and brims with power as the blackmailers kind of shiver with fear and start to cower before the might of Joe and Daisy.
But if you evade them, they will attack you and you can't use the knife on them.
Which I definitely want. Right? Like, just even though that will only do 1 damage, it's still a potential attack.
Yeah, it's like... But also, if they're evaded, I think I can also guarantee damage, but...
Well, exactly. And Methodiel as well. Hello, welcome to Doomed. Happy American Thanksgiving to those who celebrate. Wonderful to have you. I am joined today by the Crosshair.
Hi.
Yeah, sorry. So we have to figure this out. You're right.
I'm gonna have to preemptively rules check something.
Okay.
Blood right. For each card thusly discarded, you may either gain 1 resource or spend 1 resource to deal 1 damage. Does that mean that each of the cards deals 1 instance of damage?
Yes. I would say quite firmly that is how that's meant to work. It doesn't deal 2, it deals 1 and then 1.
Okay. Then we are fine.
Then we are fine. Well, in that case, then no need to spend the pendant charge. I mean, in my mind, I'm just gonna try to stab him. Joe's gonna instead of using the power of this awesome artifact that he found somewhere, he's instead going to just attempt to leap off of a gangplank onto the nearest guy, kick his gun away, and try to stab him. I have 5 combat, 7 with the survival knife, 7 to 3. That's a success. Another damage goes on the blackmailers. And I pass the turn over to Daisy.
Well, Daisy, on the other hand... Oh, got on your trail.
Not great. Oh, shit.
That's gonna move the spook.
We could retcon our resource thing, because I think that was all there. If...
No, it's... I think it's still fine.
Agreed, Cthulhu.
Because it's gonna spend 2 of my resources.
Ah, yes. Depending on how many you have, that's true.
1 for move, 1 to play a thing, then 1 to play a thing.
Which costs resources as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ruh-roh.
Oh.
Necronomicea. Excuse me.
Mine still worked because I can still do 1 damage at least.
It's true.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Why not? Let's play around a bit. Daisy's gonna take out her occult lexicon,
As you do.
which puts 1 blood right into my hand, 2 into the deck.
The blood magic, of course, is, something that Daisy's been thinking about for a long time. Been working on for a while as well.
Yeah, possibly learn from Agnes, if we are completely honest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You are.
But that's 1 action. Second action, I don't need the free tome action, so...
You do need to discard something from a hand slot. Oh, no. Sorry, no, you don't. That's the Necronomicon was your 5th before. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. So, 2 tomes, 2 hands, and
a compass.
Which adds 1 to my stats, because I played Occult Lexicon. Second action, move to Harper's side. Spook follows. You 2 hot on your trail.
He's no longer aloof, but I'll take him.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters. I'll take him.
Yeah. But hot on your trail. Move a non-engaged enemy. Non-elite. It's a non-elite. Yes. If an enemy enters through your location through this effect, lose 1 resource. That happens twice, but I only have 1 resource.
Okay.
Go. No. Ooh. I'm gonna deny existence and not lose resources.
Ah. Yeah. Play when an encounter card would force you to lose a resource, which it would. So yeah, you can prevent the one that you would lose from being lost.
Yeah, and then as a last action, let's show some blood right to these blackmailed officials.
As you do.
But yeah. Draw 2 cards, discard up to 2 cards from your hand. For each card thusly discarded, you may either gain 1 resource or spend 1 resource to deal 1 damage to an enemy at your location.
Okay.
So, let's draw 2.
Really hoping there's a card that I'm really hoping that you draw, but I guess not. That'd be excellent.
That would have been excellent, like solidifying this, but fast cards, so I'm going to... Yeah, I can only do one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm gonna discard... Not discard. Roll of Prophecies.
Okay.
And spend 1 resource to deal 1 damage.
Some of the
I could-
blackmailers, start to scream as the blood rains into their eyes.
I could discard another to
Gain a resource, yeah.
yeah. But
If there's no need, then there's no need, right? Like, if everything's worthwhile in terms of... Okay.
I'll throw that away. Yeah.
Buy Dream Diary.
But yeah, that's sadly all I can do.
Well, it's not too bad in the sense that, at the very least, and this is where it gets kind of tricky, in the enemy phase, we have not yet solved the Port Said problem, but the cult blackmailers are really starting to look a little shaky. Oh, actually. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna... Exactly, I'm not even gonna use the knife. I'm gonna take 2 damage. 1 goes on me. 1 goes on the guard dog. Which deals a damage to the blackmailers.
Which kills the
Which kills
blackmailers.
them. And the spook attacks
Basically,
me. Oh, sorry, yes.
One got stabbed, 1 got drowned, 1 got misted into blood, and 1 got ripped apart by a huge dog.
Lovely. And melting out of the shadows, a man who has been following Joe from the quarter spies his chance. But Joe's ready with his knife. I'm gonna see if I can try to fight him. 5, 7 to 3. Very good. Dead. Spook as well, which is actually, I think, very, very, very nice.
And at the
upkeep.
nick of time,
Maybe just.
oh, this is interesting.
De Vermicellis Mysteries. Very good, Methodial. Tasty.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw Thermos away.
Yeah, we're doing okay. I'm a little
And then I throw
worse for wear, but
nice. That's... Yeah, I still have healing on the strange solution. So.
exactly. It is the end of the round, which means at the end of the round, if you have solved the Port Said problem, the blackmailers have been, as you mentioned, stabbed, drowned, magicked, and bitten. We may choose to advance.
Yes, please.
Port Said to Bombay. With the harbor master's family rescued, he reopens the Suez Canal quickly and quietly. You return to the liner to prepare yourself for whatever trials and tribulations await in India. Lose all your clues. Remove all doom from the current agenda. Done. For each enemy in play, for the first time, there are none, so we can go ahead and skip this. Each investigator who's not at harbor is defeated. And then remove Port Said locations from the game, other than the victory ones. I still have to... There we go. It all goes back to the bag, annoyingly.
Right.
And then I'm just putting the clues and the stuff away here. And then, if I'm not mistaken, put each of the set-aside Bombay locations into play. Okay. And put the set-aside Assassin's Close Inn story card next to the Act deck.
By vocation, luckily we have 1 extra turn without the doom.
Yes. So exactly, right? Like, at least there's that. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and... the cultists are going to go back to -1s. But the skulls are going to go to -4s. Act 4A, the Bombay problem. You disembark at Bombay's docks, wary after the first 2 stops, naturally. As expected, you spot shadowy figures lurking at the edges of crowds and down adjoining alleyways, watching your every move, though in greater number than before. Objective: At the end of the round, if you have solved the Bombay problem, investigators at Harborside may choose to advance. Let's have a look at the Bombay problem, shall we? Assassins close in. All at once, the dark figures begin to converge on your location. With the cultists and their monstrous allies already tailing you, these added assassins could very well overwhelm you. Until the ship to Singapore is ready to set sail, you will have to defend yourself, against these assailants. Forced. Okay, flip this card and move it to Victoria Terminus. There.
This one, yeah.
This is Cult Assassin. I think we know who this guy is. 3 health, 3 combat, 4 health, 3 evade. He's an elite cultist. He's a hunter with retaliate. Forced. When Cult Assassin would be defeated, instead, ready it, heal all damage from it, place a resource token on it from the token bank, and move it to the furthest location from all investigators. Oh boy. If there are 3 resource tokens on Cult Assassin, move it to the victory display, and remember that you have solved the Bombay problem. That's wild. That is wild.
Okay.
At least I've got the, I've got the pendant, and that's something. Okay. Woof. So, assassins are indeed closing in on Daisy and Joe as they step off into Bombay. I wonder what the other locations are, though. Maybe they'll help us defeat him?
Yeah.
He's a pro.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. But of course, first, naturally, Crosshair, we have to... I'm going to suggest we mythos, and then maybe we take a short break and talk timing?
Yeah, or talk timing. We don't need a break if we
Oh, that's true.
don't.
Right? But let's...
Yeah.
It's true. We'll go to 1 out of 7 Doom. Here in Bombay, Joe and Daisy realize they just need to survive. But let's draw some encounter cards first. And see where we're at. Ah, it's Ia Ia. So at the end of the round, we have to decide to either add a Doom to the agenda or discard the top 3 cards of their deck. But it's still got the test Will 5, -1 difficulty for each 5 cards in your discard pile. Not bad for old
Nice.
Joe. Not bad.
Might be that both of us need to fix that EIA problem.
I think so. Yeah, well, you know how it goes with these cultists. So that's in play.
There's also a hybrid infiltrator. We've seen this location with the lowest shroud, which would be yeah. Aloof but troll location with the highest shroud. At the end of the mythos phase, if hybrid infiltrator is at the location with 3 or higher shroud, place 1 doom on it.
Okay.
Currently it's fine.
Yeah, so it doesn't patrol, it doesn't go anywhere unless we reveal a location with more than 1 shroud. Okay. So, we know what we have to do, right? Which is, in theory, deal 4 damage to the cult assassin 3 times.
Yeah,
Pretty wild.
You know what the crazy thing would be?
What would the crazy thing be?
Just stay here.
Yeah.
Because then the hybrid infiltrator won't move. But that's one way to do it, but...
I could even engage and stab him, right? But you're right, that's maybe just a couple actions that we don't need to do.
I do have a use for it.
Ah, okay. That's good then. Yeah, we could... You're right. I mean, I don't... You're right. We could just sort of let the assassin come to us. I could even exhaust it before it attacks. Should be good.
Also...
Or I would knife, yeah.
Whenever I move, the cult assassin will move to me and steal my resources, so...
I think those either... We need to either try to kite the guy away from us or something else.
Yeah, it's not an issue yet.
Not yet. Excuse me, Crosshair, sorry.
But evade, stab, do other things.
Yeah.
3 times.
But I mean, you're right, just... Because you're right, I could move in and attack it. Or we could wait here, and then the hybrid infiltrator doesn't do anything, and we could wait for it to come to us.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what the best play is then.
Well, by moving to his location, I can, like, do some stuff also, but...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't... I have the knife has been working pretty well for me. So I could maybe try to deal with this assassin right away. I could try. Oh, yeah. You want to... Yeah.
I could hit you before you go.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
You were saying about timing.
Yeah, I just need to I need to figure out what we want to do in terms of timing, because I received a request to help someone somewhere between 11 and 11:15, but of course, which is my time naturally, which is in about 15 to 20 minutes. But I don't believe we can resolve the Bombay problem in 15 to 20 minutes. So
I don't think so.
I'm going to message him and just say that we're probably going to go, I imagine, another hour or so.
So if that's good, then we might be able to do it, but I'd hate to leave it as a incomplete thing.
As would I. So do you mind then, Crosshair, just that we could maybe take a short break for me to send a message, get some water. I'll just get some water as well anyway. And then when we return, we're going to start handling the the problem.
Yeah. I'll just go do something and get some coffee.
Just wander around. I honestly, actually, if you'd rather, Crosshair, I can leave the stream running if you want to take your turn. That's fine for me too.
No, I need a break as well.
Okay, cool. Well then, let us take a short break. We're going to be right back on Doomed. We'll see you in a moment. Well, hello. Welcome back to Doomed. Not so solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. I am joined today by the Crosshair. Or I was.
Hi.
Hi. I was joined today by the Crosshair. What? Oh my God! The harbor side in Bombay is just someone's lost all their marbles. Literally.
I was just playing with my balls.
As you do. Welcome back, Crosshair. I cannot wait for Joe and Daisy to deal with the Bombay problem, including these pro assassins that seem to be hunting them down. At least, thankfully, we have like a straight line to victory. We just have to defeat this guy a few times, which is something anyway. Now, you mentioned you had things you wanted to do. Yeah.
3 times.
Yes, when there are 3 resources. Oh, so yeah, if there are 3 resources on it, which you get for defeating it, it goes to the victory display right away. So 3 times.
Yeah, I have a risky way to help with the situation.
Okay. Risky. Okay.
Yeah, it never sounds good, but how was the timing part of things?
Oh, it's all good. I sent the message I had to send saying that I am going to be on the stream for another little while, so I say we'll take the time that we need to wrap up the Bombay problem. So I am good for time.
Right. Right, yeah. So, Daisy, good start.
Yeah, I think so. You mentioned wanting to feed Joe some absinthe.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, I should start so that Joe can heal before going into battle. But if I start and I do the thing I'm gonna do, then it might be risky and add doom, which we may need to solve later.
Okay, I see.
But yeah, it's fine, because doom goes on the infiltrator.
Yes. If there's So okay, yeah. So that sounds. If it's risky but not too risky, I say you should go for it. And Cthulhu, I can answer your question. This is scenario 5 of 8. So we've passed the halfway mark where we've left Arkham behind, left America even. We're traveling across the ocean to Singapore, dealing with cultists all the way.
Yeah, this current scenario has been going on for 4.5 hours due to some discussions and stuff. But
each act, in short, Cthulhu, each act was a different location across the world, and every time we got to a new location, there was a new problem we had to solve, which was go to locations, figure out what the problem is, get clues, do stuff, and then solve the problem.
Yeah.
All right, sorry to interrupt, Crosshair. It's all Daisy.
Okay. Have some juice.
Thanks. Glug, glug, glug.
And then Daisy's gonna go talk. Check out some cryptic writings. Just to get 3 resources.
Delicious.
And then she's gonna talk with the hybrid infiltrator.
That's fast. You bet.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Power word. And yes, Cthulhu, very much like that, actually, which is awesome.
Now, you are gonna go to the Victoria Terminus, and Power Word has this funny little thing called Betray. Deal 1 damage to an enemy at this enemy's location with an equal or lower fight value, and Infiltrator has 3 and the Assassin has 3.
Okay.
Which means that with a parlay action, Hybrid Infiltrator can deal 1 damage to the Assassin.
Once they're both at the same location, and...
Yeah.
Okay, great, yeah, so we want to... Yeah, we'll keep this guy around. As long as we can.
So, I'm gonna move, I believe... Direction of your choice doesn't have to be a revealed location.
Nope. Go.
So, this is just gonna order this aloof infiltrator to go to the Victoria Terminus.
Nice.
And free tome action, I'm going to give Joe some fights.
Ooh, yes, please. I love
2
that.
skill 2. Just remember the fighting skills you used back at the... Yeah. That's Daisy.
I mean, that's fantastic. I'm trying to remember if I can activate your power, because it's you control power word, but it says parlay. Oh, it says if it is at your location, your being the...
Yeah.
You give it a command. Well, action if it is at your location.
I'll check if anyone can use power.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense that you couldn't, right? Because it makes sense to me that it's you're the one with, like, screaming at it. All right, see you reading ta-ta, TTFN, as it were.
Ta-ta! You can only activate abilities on player cards you control by default.
Makes sense. Yeah, then that's... There would be... Yeah, there would be text on it that says any investigator may activate this, or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think having been given a leg up on, the most recent assassin training techniques, Joe, I think, let's do it. I think Joe's going to head in and just start getting to work. Pitchfork. Yes.
Let's hope this is the risky part. Like, is it a Shroud 3 location?
The Central Railway Station of Bombay, built to accommodate the city's increasing value as a trading port. More people traverse this station than perhaps any other station in India. The most populous route is the one they're taking. Joe's hoping to fade into the crowd. I'll take the assassins on me here. Let's have a look. Victoria Terminus says the train yards give you the opportunity to injure your enemies or send them off on the wrong train. 3 shroud, 2 clues. Reaction after you successfully evade an enemy at Victoria Terminus, deal 2 damage to it, or move it to a connecting location. That's cool. if either of us were like really agile people,
Yeah.
that'd be great. But I think instead, Joe, having been buffed up by Daisy's encyclopedic knowledge, is just gonna start a stabbing. I may as well, because the knife is potentially gonna help a lot with this guy. We'll see. So I have 7 combat, 9 with the survival knife. It only does 1 damage, but let's get into it, right? 9 to 3. Okay, it's 1 damage. 9 to 3. That's another damage.
Oh, halfway there for the first one.
Halfway there, it's true. In the enemy phase, however, let's see what happens, right? We get, yeah, the I think this is, I realize it's not technically the Grand Master or whatever from the lodge, but Joe figures they must have been trained in the same place, because they seem to be stalking like panthers in quite the same way. Joe's got his survival knife. He's managed to hide behind an oncoming train when the assassin leaps out of it, down towards him. But I am going to use the reaction on survival knife to fight.
Ooh, and it's the encyclopedia is until the end of the phase.
Ah, okay, so I go back down to 5 combat.
No.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, investigation phase. Yeah.
I mean, still though, the knife brings me back up to 7. 7 to 3, as this guy attempts to take out Joe. Let's see what we can do here. Excellent. Oh, shoot, I didn't do this. After I entered a location, I have Out of Murky Darkness in play, so I would have taken a damage from the infiltrator.
Oh, right, it's a hybrid. Yeah,
that's fine.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I choose not to put it on guard dog to kill the infiltrator, which is fine, I think. But the knife succeeds, and 1 dead assassin lies at Joe's feet. There are, of course, more. When Cult Assassin would be defeated, ready it, heal all damage from it, place a resource token on it, and move it to the furthest location from all investigators. It is that. You're right. That's the furthest from all of us.
It's the location that we shall name Shri.
Shri. Yes. Yes. Looking at what it is, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. The Shri place.
Shri place. Perfect.
I'm not gonna offend any Bombay people with saying that wrong.
Mm-mm. Okay, that's it for us then, which means we've already defeated the assassins once. We go to upkeep. We do have to figure out. Oh, yeah.
Yep. Hybrid infiltrate.
Ah, yes, thank you. At the end of the mythos phase, it will have 1 shrouds or 3 shrouds, so it'll get a doom then. You're right.
Yeah.
That's okay. We can try to deal with it
if we need to. Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Bye. Oh, shoot. I meant to Ia as well. I forgot about that entirely. But I didn't, so at the end of the round, we have to add a doom, or we have to each discard the top 3 cards of their deck and draw each weakness discarded.
So it's only a discard.
Correct. It doesn't get
those special
from game
things. Yeah.
I'm okay with it because I only have 2 cards left in my deck anyway.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm cool. I'll probably draw the Necronomicon again because Daisy has misplaced it again, but...
Yeah. It's a backpack. The guard dog is too bad, but that's okay. Whoop, careful. Whoa. Now that's funny.
Kind of fine.
Okay.
I did see the bottom card of my deck, but that's fine.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be... If you end up having to shuffle it for any reason. And now that I have 20... Damn it! Oh, if I can get rid of a card... then I can have 25 cards in my discard pile. Well, anyway, we'll figure that out when we get there. I would like to deal with this, of course.
You can commit, then you will have 25.
That's very true. Which I think is what we're going to want to do.
Yeah, commit 1, then you're up 3 against 0.
0. Yeah, that'll be nice. But Mythos phase first, of course. The cult assassins are not so easily defeated. This place, Bombay, is bristling with danger. We go to 2 out of 7 Doom, but that's actually 3 because of the hybrid infiltrator. And we draw our encounter cards. Daisy still at the harbor, but having done a lot to command away a villain. Joe at the Victoria Terminus station, ready to take on enemies as they arrive. Damn it. The hybrid infiltrator has a friend. Spawns at the location with the lowest shroud. Is aloof. So there's another one, which just means we're going to have to definitely deal with this. These ASAP.
Yeah, patrol. Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, that's also fine.
Okay. We don't want to accumulate Doom if we don't have to, but I think it sounds like you have a plan.
I have an idea because it's at the end of the mythos. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Cool. And at the harbor side, we have...
This is...
Oh,
there we go.
A lucid worshipper, humanoid cultist hunter. When you are engaged with lucid worshipper and any amount of non-weakness cards enter your discard pile, remove one of those cards from the game. After lucid worshipper attacks, discard the top card of your deck. That's fine.
Fine, but with a sigh, naturally.
Oh, right. The enemies move. Yeah. Because...
Move an unengaged non-elite enemy once towards you.
Yeah. We get to choose who they engage still.
Yes, and it would be a your treacheries name non-elites specifically.
Oh, right. So the assassin won't come anyway.
No. But say, the hybrid infiltrator might, or if the lucid worshipper was unengaged. It's not right now, so it doesn't matter,
But I do need to spend my resources so I don't lose them when I move.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, Joe can also kind of start murdering people as best as he can.
Yeah. We do want the hybrid infiltrator and the assassin at the same place. So I'm gonna...
It looks like you're thinking of starting to sort of so that you can deal with the various problems here.
Yeah, it's kind of fine.
Okay.
But if Joe can move to these 3 and engage the assassin, that would help.
Okay. You're very far from all of that. Is that a problem or not? No.
No, I just have to move.
Yeah, that's true. You'll end up there'll be attacks and various things firing potentially from murky darkness and hot on your trail and all of that. But yes, I can definitely engage. I can do that. I can even start if you want.
Yeah.
Let's do that thing first though, where I get rid of Ia for us, shall we? Yeah, the chanting of the cultists grows louder at night, as it would appear that this conspiracy exists all the way across the world. I'm going to test willpower 5. I have 2 willpower, I think. This test gets -1 difficulty for every 5 cards in your discard pile, which I will commit a willpower icon to, so that it goes down finally, or perfectly perhaps, to a 0. Excuse me, so I'm 2 to 0. Still good. Still good.
Good.
Great. Yeah, it goes away. And we cheer, so to speak. Joe Joe takes off after the assassin.
See if we can find more victory points.
A temple devoted to the Hindu god Ganesha some hundred years ago. Those who seek the elephant-headed god's blessings of wisdom and success frequently visit with prayers. The most frequent prayer to Ganesha is to remove obstacles keeping you from victory, and you could certainly use that. This is really fun. I really like this. It's a 2-shroud, 6-clue location. It says, free trigger, if there are no clues on Shri place, you feel as if your prayers have been answered. Deal 4 damage to an enemy in play. Group limit once per game. Which is actually really fun.
That's actually what the cult assassin has health.
Yes, yes, you're right, 2 per investigator. So very specifically, it's the exact amount needed to take out the assassin once. But Joe isn't here to pray. Joe is here to fight. I'm gonna last action fight with the knife, because why not? We have oh, actually, yeah. Think about that, Crosshair. I see what you're looking at. Think about that, because I can still use it during my turn if it would be useful for me to evade any of the enemies near you, potentially.
I don't think so, but we'll see.
Yeah, okay. I'm thinking about the Lucid Worshipper specifically, because that's scary and there and whatever. But if you have a thought, I'm just going to fight
He's fine.
Okay. I have 5 combat, 7 with the survival knife. I mean, this whole time it's just men in suits with black leather gloves handling silenced pistols, piano wire, and knives, and Joe just, with his attention to detail, slashing around every corner. Let's fight. 7-4. That's a success. 1 damage on the cult assassin. And that is my turn.
Right.
I suppose I could fast. I could also move to you, but that doesn't really feel like very useful. With which is fast. It would bring the cult assassin to you, but I really don't know why I would do that. Unless it's to kill the hybrid infiltrator or something. I don't know.
Actually, if you want to move somewhere, you could move to the Victoria Terminus, because then I can use the hybrid infiltrator.
Yes, I will take an attack, which is fine. Yeah. Does that save you actions and stuff? I think it would, right?
Well, I have to move twice to get to you, and move the hybrid infiltrator to use the betray. So
yes, I think is. I'm gonna
kind of helps.
I think so. I think Joe's gonna join the caravan. The assassins have a good foothold here in this temple, but back at the terminus.
Oh.
Yep. Go ahead.
Right. Oh, it's fast. Never mind.
Yep.
I thought you were gonna take an attack.
Oh God, no! I'm I don't need that. But we'll move down. The hybrid infiltrator is aloof, but Out of Murky Darkness says, after you enter a location, each hybrid enemy there makes an attack against you. Now, I could use the guard dog to kill it, but we have this power word business. Or, yeah.
The survival knife, but not right now.
No, I think I'm going to maybe use that against the assassin this enemy phase if I can. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But that's me. I've managed to make it back to the terminus with the assassins in tow, ready to fight.
Thing is, the hybrid infiltrator will go to the Victoria Terminus this turn.
Mm-hmm. And gain a doom.
So,
yeah,
and the other hybrid infiltrator will gain a doom.
Yes, which is part part of the reason we want to take them out as soon as, like, because otherwise they're not threatening until the doom is already way up too high. But that's fair.
But also the lucid perceiver will be a problem for me.
That is true too. TT, it's a good thought, TT. That was the previous. Weirdly enough, that was the blackmailers back in Port Said. They were the ones that could only take, or they took 1 less damage per hit. These guys don't have anything like that, so they can take as much damage as you can dish out.
Oh.
Yeah. So I have the ability to evade an enemy for, like, on my turn, I guess. So I could do that before I end my turn.
Yeah, but you have to. Oh yeah, if you can evade the lucid perceiver, that will help a lot.
I think so.
Basically, I can get us more doom time as well.
That would be really, really good. I think I'll do that then. The Pendant of the Queen, the energy zaps out of it, but past the assassin. Joe wonders where it's going. It turns out it is cowing someone at the harbor front, saving, or perhaps helping Daisy, not saving.
And Daisy will be doing the same trick she did before with the other hybrid infiltrator, using a power word.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And just gonna talk with it, like, why don't you hang with your friend here?
Just hang with your friend. Very good, yeah. Cower.
Then Daisy's gonna hop over to Victoria Terminus.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one damage, right?
It attacks you, yeah. The hybrids attack you, yeah. Plus, what does the hot on your trail say? After you move an unengaged non-elite enemy once towards you. Okay. So you could pull either either of these exhausted enemies could come to you.
Actually, both of them.
Because each instance fires. You're right. Yeah.
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 So
You're right.
The other hybrid infiltrator.
Oh God.
Sorry.
Oh no.
But yeah.
They're everywhere.
Okay. The power word kind of failed.
I don't think so. I mean, you have the ability to take it back too at some point.
Yeah.
We'll just want to make sure that we. I think Joe might just start getting a little stabby.
Taking it back is fast also.
Yes. And you still have an action left with which you can do something with it. So.
Yeah, I can use one of the hybrid infiltrators to deal 1 damage to the assassin, which means you might be able to kill it with the survival knife.
I think so. I mean, fingers crossed, right?
Yeah, Daisy's just gonna use her newly learned power word powers and tell the hybrid infiltrators that these assassins are perhaps not worth protecting.
Oh, nice. Yeah, like...
And...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, order to betray them. So let's just add a damage. Yeah,
excellent.
Just 1 damage.
Daisy's figured out how to speak to these, like, hybrid deep ones in a way that, you know, in their language, as it were. And Joe kind of, he's like fighting for his own survival out here, doing his best to survive, but seeing Daisy operating in this strange, mysterious way is really, something's happened to him. Great, yeah, awesome. That's it? That's
One way to do it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna... I mean, let's see how this ends up. I think it'll be really nice. The fact that Daisy can control and return her power words means she could, like, potentially kill someone with one, take one back, kill someone, you know, exhaust somebody. Like, all sorts of stuff could happen, potentially.
Yeah. I have a plan for that next turn.
Okay. In the enemy phase, hunters hunt, or patrollers patrol, but this hybrid infiltrator wants to patrol to the location with the highest shroud, which is right here at the Victoria Terminus. But then enemies attack. The cult assassin is going to, again, attempt to set up a trap for Joe, who will hopefully be able to avoid it. It's going to attack me. I'm going to use the survival knife to target it back. 7-3.
Oh yeah.
All good?
Nah, never mind.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, you were thinking the tome action, or?
Yeah, next turn I can use the encyclopedia on Joe.
Yeah, which might be very, very useful. We'll have to see how it kind of turns out here. 7-3. We're gonna try to stab him back. All right. The skulls are -X. The current act number, which is -4, but that's still enough to deal 2 damage. Putting the cult assassin at 4 damage rather. Ready it, heal all damage from it, place a resort token on it, and move it to the furthest location from all investigators. Now this means we get to choose where it goes. I suppose we could put it back at Harborside so that we could kill it there. We could put it somewhere else where there might be victory, or I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Suriport and Gateway of India are places where there might be victory, but victory is not like the most important thing right now.
Mm-hmm. So I guess that's the potential question: is should we put it somewhere where we might go, or something? Yeah, it may as well, right?
Yeah, Gateway is fine.
Okay.
It's left-ish.
Yeah, left-ish. Well, we're already pretty far left, so there's that. And then now we go into upkeep, where things will ready. I have to take a horror from drawing from an empty deck. That's okay.
That's excellent.
The Lucid Worshipper readies as well, but will, I imagine, engage Joe. I think that makes the most sense. Does he have prey or anything? Yeah. I figured Daisy...
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I figured Daisy might want her hands free for, like, commanding and shouting and stuff. Who knows?
Yeah. We're gonna have something fun.
Yeah, so this is at the end of the Mythos phase. They both gain a Doom, which is fine. It just means that we go to 3 + 3 is 6 out of 7 Doom. So now if we get something that adds a Doom, that's rough, but hopefully we don't. Oh, I don't think there is anything that can. But we do need to take these guys out.
There's the one card with the green art that we always like. That
yes, of course.
Straight up adds.
Our favorite. The healing, I have to say, Crosshair, the Daisy's ability to heal has come in so clutch, because we've both survived for so long against so many enemies, and we're both not almost dead yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Almost.
Street Brawl, I think someone comes out of the shadows. Joe thinks maybe it's another spy, but this man seems to be half creature rather than man. Joe throws a stone at him, but accidentally hits the wrong guy and starts a street brawl. Revelation, test combat or agility 3. If you fail, take 2 damage and put street brawl into play in your threat area. Well, I definitely don't want to take 2 damage if I can help it.
But it's also fine if you do.
Yeah, it's not...
I can heal you up.
True. I think I'm still going to do this, though, because I see that we're sort of nearing the end of the game one way or the other, because we want to deal with these assassins. I'm still going to commit a card to this to take me up to 8. It's pretty high, but whatever. Who knows? Joe's going to take the initiative to try to clear the street brawl before it even begins. Okay, well, I didn't need it. That's too bad, but... gone. Take that. I didn't take 2 damage, and I don't have to put it into play in my threat area. No brawls today, or he gets away from it, perhaps.
Or enemies.
Of course.
Yep.
Naturally.
Warfrat. So we brawl also. One of the people notices Daisy. I know you.
Oh shit! It's that guy from I don't know where he was from. Kingsport, maybe. Can't remember now.
Have you been on the boat all this time?
I like to cruise as much as the next person.
Yeah, 323. Parlay reveal a random token. You may spend 2 resources. If you reveal blah blah blah, readies, engages, attacks. If you reveal any other token, discard Warfrat.
Exactly, Methodiel. It's the old man from scene 24.
Kind of an issue. But not really an issue because it's 1 damage.
Mm-hmm. Parlay, of course, doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity, so using power word, talking to the guy, all of that. None of those. You know, you're just talking, right?
Yeah, essentially, I could also move the power. Never mind.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. Okay. I have a plan.
Nice. And I agree, TT. That's exactly correct.
Do we want the assassin to come to us, or do you want to go to the assassin?
Probably good if I go, but I think first and foremost we have to
I can clear the hybrid infiltrator has 1 health, and hybrid infiltrator deals 1 damage. With the power word, that's a 3 damage. So
yes, so
I can handle it.
Okay, well, yeah, dealing with one of those guys would be good for sure. Like I don't want to leave until we've managed all the doom and stuff, right? I think that would be a cultivated take.
No, the doom will be fine.
Yeah. Okay, so you're thinking leaving one of them alive for more power word shenanigans.
Well, I can also, if we know what the gateway fraught value is, then that's a good thing also.
That's true. Okay. I guess then perhaps my question is, do you want to start, or should I try to kill people and move from there? Actually, that's a big problem.
Actually, what my plan is to use one of the hybrid infiltrators to kill the other one. On a street brawl. Then try to parlay with the Warfrat, which leaves 1 action, which would be to use the hybrid infiltrator, possibly to deal damage to Lucid Worshipper.
That would be really nice. That would potentially save me an action, which would be great. Really, really good.
Or
yeah.
Well, one thing will happen. The one with the 2 doom will die. So we won't advance at least.
Yeah, true.
I can also move the other one to harbor side, but it'll move back in the enemy phase and then
gets the doom.
Another Shroud.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the resources to do the thing I want to do.
No, I'm like, considering you've played so many cards over the course of the game, I can that makes sense to me. That, you know what I mean? Like, it's expensive stuff.
Let's throw the fight action. Or do you want the next turn?
This turn is good, but it will provoke attacks of opportunity if you have an enemy engaged with you and stuff. So.
Yeah. I'm just.
You're thinking like this. Yeah.
Ahead.
No, this turn is fine. Any turn, just I want to stab some stuff with it.
Well, first off, parlay. No. I'm gonna take the power word back to hand. And then parlay with the hybrid infiltrator that has the power word to deal 1 damage. Betray the other hybrid infiltrator and kill it. Basically, Daisy's ordering the hybrids to fight amongst themselves. So
you
that
can only
was
betray
fun.
once per round. I just realized. That's too bad. But it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, once per round per command. Yeah, true.
Yep.
True. I should try to parlay with the Warfrat.
I think getting rid of this guy would be good, yeah. Just because he's there and he's scary.
Let's give it a go. Nope.
So he attacks you? Yep.
Oh, yeah. One damage. Now the question is... Oh, I'm gonna use the last action to parlay with the hybrid infiltrator too. So mercy to Daisy and heal 1 damage.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
Make those power words work.
Yeah. Now, do I need... Because I could also parlay with the Warfrat. Removing...
Oh, you can...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. And if you fail, at worst it engages you.
He would attack me. That's right, yeah. Readies, engages, and attacks you. Yeah. I think that's... I mean, I don't like this Lucid Worshipper, but the Pendant of the Queen continues to be charged and ready to fight and ready to do stuff. So I think I might...
We are at the end point soon.
Yeah, we may as well just go for it, right? I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna parlay with the Warfrat to start. I think this massive brawl that Joe... So clearly Joe didn't manage to avoid the brawl itself. He managed to avoid the worst of the damage from it. I am going to parlay, and I'm going to do the spending of the 2 resources to reveal 2 tokens. Okay. Well, I didn't have to. I will ignore the tablet and basically pay off this Warfrat to get the hell out of here. Hello, Mistrich. Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. Happy American Thanksgiving, indeed, to those who celebrate. I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble. Daisy and Joe are wrapping up their world tour of cult murder as they are almost in Singapore. They're currently in Bombay fighting off assassins. Yikes. Yeah, I mean...
Wait the Lucid Worshipper.
Yeah.
Let the assassin come to us, and then we just deal 4 damage, and bada bing.
Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, I think... Because otherwise I could go to the gateway and see if there's victory there, but I don't know if we're going to have time to, like, get all the clues off of it or whatever. I don't know what it is, so we'll have to see. They'll be home for the holidays.
If the assassin is here, then I can use the power word also.
True, yes, which I realize is nice free damage. So that's no bad thing. Yeah, so then in that case, let's use a couple of actions to fight the Lucid Worshipper. I'm going to just poke it a couple of times with the knife. 7-3, and I'm going to do it twice because I don't really see anything else I want to do.
I forgot to use my encyclopedia charts, but it's probably better next turn anyway.
Ah, yes, okay. No problem. I mean, you know, learning is learning, but there are better and worse times to learn, right? 7-3.
Have you read about this?
7-3. Have you read about these strange worshippers? That's 1 damage. Let's go again, 7-3. That is another damage because it's -4. Whoa, what did I just do? Nothing. Okay, cool. Just fell over here. Sorry. I threw a card. I threw it on the ground. I didn't like it.
Oh, and you can take the damage. Guard dog might have to tussle with the Lucid Worshipper. Because when the assassin comes, you can use the knife. Yeah.
I'm liking it.
Yep.
The plan is coming together. I feel bad for little Shep. That's Sheppy the German Shepherd, but it is what it is.
Unless
Oh,
you let
I didn't even...
Sheppy do the damage to...
I didn't even reveal that, sorry.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. You could lower this route value, but that would mean that the hybrid infiltrator would move. So
Yeah, that would... well, I also used 2 actions to attack, so I think that's probably okay. So...
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway would probably be fine.
I think so. That's a good question. Okay, are we... investigation phase is done. So we move to the enemy phase. Where hunters hunt. Yeah, indeed. It's the assassins, indeed. They close in. I'll let them engage me here. I'm surprised it's not massive. Like, you'd think it would be a massive enemy that would come and hunt everybody, but I'm glad it's not, let me tell you.
Yeah, it's probably the 312.
Oh, the fact that it has 12. Yes,
enough.
That's actually fair. That's a good point. And then enemies attack. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's better... Like, do I just... Like, is it better to... I'm gonna have to take a lot of... No, I think it is better to kill the Lucid Worshipper. It's a little unfortunate, but I think it's still better. Because I realize I could put 3 damage on the Cult Assassin, but then I'm definitely taking 3 damage and 1 horror? Or 2 damage and 1 horror? I guess I'd be alive still.
Yeah, because I only need to do 1 damage with the hybrid infiltrator, but there are still the encounter cards.
Yes, which could be potentially terrible. So I think you're right. I think I'm going to Lucid Worshipper attacks. I'm going to put a damage and a horror from it on the guard dog, so it does 1 damage in return, which kills the guard dog. Yep, sorry, go ahead.
You do have to discard the top card.
Yes, even though it's dead, it'll still... You're right. Yep.
And remove 1 of those cards from the game.
Well, so hang on. The Lucid Worshipper attacks me. It deals 1 damage and 1 horror to me, which kills the guard dog.
Yeah.
The guard dog enters my discard pile, so it gets removed.
Right. After Lucid Worshipper attacks, you discard the top card of your deck.
And it's...
Which means...
dead.
Yeah, so... It dies probably... Because it's a reaction, it's fast. Like, faster than the discard effect, I believe.
I think so, yeah, because the forced effect is after it attacks you, but it's already dead by the time we get to after. That's how I feel about it, anyway.
Just the guard dog goes away because, well, it doesn't really matter because this is about to end anyway. So.
Well, that's my hope here. Survival knife, I will target the Cult Assassin. I'm going to have to take the 2 damage from it anyway. A little scary, but that's all right. Oh, sorry.
I can add un icon to this.
I will still fight back, though, with the knife. The breach to door. So 7 to 3. I'm fighting back with the knife. Oh, an Elder Sign. You may move an insight event from your discard pile. I have none. Disappointing. But I'll still take the 2 damage. And put it on the Cult Assassin, and I'll take 2 damage myself. Joe is now bleeding profusely as the final assassin hurls himself towards Joe once more. Okay. That was a long thing. Upkeep?
Mine goes away. I think I've fed the mind enough.
Your mind's been fed this whole trip, it's true.
We go back to...
Yeah, we do indeed. So we're 4 out of 7 Doom plus 2 is, once again, 6 out of 7. And we draw our encounter cards. Lucid Worshipper. Not great. Not ideal. This is... The cultists are finally coming out of the woodwork from every direction in the terminus, coming off of trains, hiding down alleyways.
Yeah, I just imagine them in an anime style, hopping out of windows and
Yes.
out of every possible corner. Well, of course. But this doesn't cause lowest round. Phew. Yeah, because it would have gained a doom now.
Yes, because it would be at the end of the... Yeah, exactly. This prevents it from being too, I guess, cheap, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, but it wouldn't advance it anyway, because the mythos
we're already
failed
past, that's
anyway.
true. Okay. Oh no, those were our encounter cards.
Yeah, can I prep you for the possible final thing?
Yes, I guess I just want to know, do we want to end up at Harborside and advance the act, or do we want to, well, I mean, even if we don't kill even if we do kill the hybrid infiltrator, we're going to be pretty tight on Doom, I think. In fact, too tight, yeah. We should probably try to end up at Harborside at the end of this turn.
Yeah, I can get the Lucid Worshipper off you.
Okay.
I'm just trying to calculate, like, I would need...
Yeah, which actions do you have to take, right, is I guess, a good question.
If we want to end it now. Like, I can deal 1 damage to the assassin.
Mm-hmm.
That would open you up to... I can also engage the Lucid Worshipper.
True.
That could leave you open to kill the assassin, engage the infiltrator, and kill it.
Yeah. I'm thinking...
But can we get to Harborside and...
If we don't worry about the infiltrators at all, if we just solve the Bombay problem and both end up at Harborside, we'll advance the act before the Mythos phase, so maybe it won't matter.
Yeah, how much health do you need to move?
None actually. I have a free evade or move, so it's looking pretty good.
Well, first action will be to parlay with the hybrid infiltrator.
Yeah.
To deal 1 damage to the assassin.
Yes.